So in this world of content creation, photography, videography, the lines between budget-friendly and professional-grade gear is starting to get really blurred. Today I'm going to be showcasing a lens that has been generating quite a bit of buzz and something that you should definitely be paying attention to. As someone who earns a living with their camera, when it comes to this filmmaking gear, I believe that whether it be a camera body, a lens, or some lights, these are all tools, and it's beneficial to have as many tools at your disposal when you're building a project. So when SIRUI reached out and wanted to send me their new 85mm f1.4 Aurora lens, it was a no-brainer for me to check it out. With that being said, all the opinions shared in this video are my own, and they are just that, opinions. It's not the law. I'm just a guy that likes gear and uses this to make a living, and I wanted to share my thoughts and opinions with you. Also, no money has exchanged hands. This lens was gifted to me for the purpose of creating this video and sharing my opinion, but I don't have to send it back. But with that also being said, SIRUI gets to see this video when you do, so they don't get to pre-approve anything, or this is all a surprise to them. Now that we've gotten the disclaimers out of the way, over the past month, I've been using this lens extensively for both professional work and personal projects, and I'm excited to share my honest thoughts with you today. Let's start with the physical aspects of this lens. The first thing that struck me was its solid construction. Despite it being, a budget option, SIRUI has delivered an all-metal build that feels premium in hand. The focus ring has a well-damped rotation, and it makes manual focusing very smooth. The aperture ring has a satisfying click at each stop, and it even has a D-click switch for video work. At 540 grams, it's relatively lightweight for an f1.4 lens, making it comfortable for extended shooting sessions. The lens hood is included, and while it's plastic, it does feel durable enough for daily use. Now let's talk about the image quality. At f1.4, this lens delivers that dreamy bokeh we all chase in portrait photography. The background separation is beautiful with smooth circular bokeh balls that maintain their shape even in busy backgrounds. I've noticed minimal cat eye effects toward the edges, which is actually pretty impressive for a lens at this price point. More recently, one of my best friends and I went out to Mount Baldy to get some portrait photography going. Shout out Stevie for being the model for this video. He actually also has a YouTube channel that he just started. He uploaded his first video recently, and it's about the X100V. So if you want to check out that video, I'll leave links down below in the description. But back onto this lens. If we're getting past, all the mumbo jumbo and just getting straight to the facts and keeping it real, this lens is definitely punching well above its weight class. I was actually really surprised. I didn't know at all, honestly, how much this lens cost until I had to do research and look at the press kit that they sent me about it. And looking at it on paper, side by side, column for column against my Sigma Art 85mm f1.4, which is double the cost of this lens, it's pretty comparable on paper. And when I'm looking at these photos side by side, it's really hard to tell. Now, of course, loading these into Lightroom and punching in at 200%, I can see the differences and I know which lens is which, and I have my personal preferences, but like I said, this lens is punching well above its weight class. It has great sharpness, and also love how the focus roll off is. It's hard to really say, it's hard to put into words, but looking at these images, especially when there's busy backgrounds, f1.4, these full body portraits look really cool. There's like a distinct type of separation there is between Stevie and the background. I don't know, I was really impressed by this lens, and this, of course, like I said, I'm not shilling out. This isn't, I'm not trying to move units for SIRUI, but if you're honestly, I wish this lens existed back when I was first starting out. Of course there is the Sony 85mm f1.8, but it's all plastic. It's a pretty crappy build. There's, a lot of sacrifices to get that lens to its price point, but I really love when these companies reverse engineer everything and make a lens that competes with some of the more premium products out there, and it doesn't compromise on the things that really matter, like image quality. But yeah, I'll let the images speak for themselves. You're seeing them on screen now. Let me know down below in the comments what you think about this lens. For years now, for both professional and personal use, I've been using the Sigma 85mm f1.4 art lens, and that's more than double the cost of this one, and it has a very similar output. When it comes to sharpness, I was genuinely surprised. At f1.4, the center is remarkably sharp, not just sharp for the price, but genuinely sharp, like it's punching well above its weight class. Stop down to f2 or f2.8 and edge-to-edge performance improves significantly. By f4, you're getting excellent sharpness across the entire frame. But if we're being honest, when it comes to portrait photography, I keep this lens at f1.4. That beautiful background fade is just too good to pass up. Over the past month, I've used this lens for various projects, from professional product B-roll for work at JFL Network to casual family photos. The autofocus, while not blazing fast, is reliable and accurate in good light. In low light situations, it can hunt a little bit, but that's to be expected at this price point. And that criticism is more so skewed to low light video versus photography. In photo, I didn't notice any issue with autofocus. It captured the eye quickly and accurately, but in video and low light, it does hunt just a little bit. One thing to note is the chromatic aberration when shooting wide open in high contrast scenes. You'll see some purple fringing, but it's easily corrected in Lightroom or Capture One. Vignetting and a little bit of pincushion is also present at f1.4, but it's not excessive and can actually add to a pleasing aesthetic to portraits. I actually enjoy a little added character, and it actually caters to my style. Now let's address the elephant in the room, which is the price. At roughly 1/3 the cost of a comparable first-party option like the Sony G Master lenses, this lens offers an exceptional value. Yes, there are compromises, but they're thoughtfully made. SIRUI has focused on maintaining image quality and build quality while making reasonable sacrifices in areas like autofocus speed and weather sealing. But the big question is, who is this lens for? You know, if you're a portrait photographer on a budget, this lens is a no-brainer. It's also perfect for content creators who need that classic portrait look without breaking the bank. Even if you own premium lenses, the SIRUI 85mm could be a great backup for travel option where you might not want to risk your more expensive gear. 85mm has been one of my favorite focal lengths, whether it be for B-roll for music videos or product videos. Being able to have that 85mm, have that compression in the background and have subtle movements, it goes a long way. However, if you primarily shoot fast moving subjects or need weather sealing for outdoor work and you're in harsh working conditions, you might want to reconsider and save up for a more premium option. The SIRUI Aurora 85mm f1.4 is a testament to how far budget lenses have come. It delivers where it matters most in image quality and build quality while making reasonable compromises to hit its price point. While it may not match the absolute peak performance of premium lenses, it gets surprisingly close in many aspects. If you're interested in checking out this lens for yourself, I'll leave purchase links in the description below. And if you found this review helpful, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more honest gear reviews. Drop a comment, let me know if you've tried this lens or if you're considering adding it to your kit. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay fresh. Peace.